Hey everybody, welcome back to Mission and Branch. I'm Natasha, and today's food for thought is favorite quarantine recipes. Now, my favorite was this key lime pie recipe that I learned from a BuzzFeed Tasty video for a toasted coconut crust key lime pie. It is so good, and you're gonna love it when you make it at home, and it's gonna taste great. So let's get started.
So what you'll need is a half cup of macadamia nuts, 1 tablespoon sugar, a half cup shredded coconut, 8 sheets or 1¼ cups of graham cracker crust, 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1 pinch of salt. For the actual pie, you'll need 3/4 cup of key lime juice, 4 egg yolks, and 2 14-ounce cans of sweetened condensed milk. For your whipped topping, you're going to need a half pint of heavy whipping cream, or any other kind of milk, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Here I'm separating the egg yolks from the egg whites, and I'm leaving the egg whites in a separate bowl I have off to the side that I'll use later on for something else. Make sure you don't get any egg white in the yolk part of your recipe, because that's going to mess up consistency depending on what you're making. In this case, just don't do it. And let's move on. Now we're adding the 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk, which is going to make the pie nice and delicious. And I always like to make sure that I get every ounce out of the cans that I can, so it's extra tasty. Make sure that every bit of the sweetened condensed milk is thoroughly mixed in to your egg yolk, so nothing separates, and it has to be perfectly mixed in before we move on to the next step. Here we're going to add the 3/4 cups of key lime juice. Now, I used key lime juice that came in a bottle, and I did not squeeze it fresh this time, but I have squeezed it fresh before, and it tastes delicious. It doesn't taste any different with the bottled key lime juice from the fresh. It's just your preference, but it tastes delicious either way, to be honest. So it is up to you, your preference, when you make your pie. And just like when you did your sweetened condensed milk, make sure that you mix in your key lime juice completely, thoroughly, all one cohesive mixture. Now, if you made your crust, this is where you're pouring in your key lime pie mixture into that delicious macadamia nut toasted coconut crust. I, however, did not do that this time. I cheated, and I bought a ready-made graham cracker crust and used that instead. But it's up to you. You can go ahead and use, once again, you can go ahead and use your own homemade crust, or you can buy one at the store. It's totally up to you what you'd like to do for that. Also, don't forget to smooth out your pie mixture all the way to the edge of your crust so you have no empty air pockets when you bake your pie. And now go ahead and put your pie in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. And now we're making our whipped topping. Heavy whipping cream, vanilla, sugar. Simple, but I also kind of feel like sometimes it's the more tedious part of a recipe because you have to sit there and whip it up with your hand mixer for a little while and your elbow might get a little tired. But once you're done, it's going to be delicious. And now that you're done with that whipped topping, go ahead and put it down on your pie and smooth it out till it's at the edges of your pie crust.
Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this key lime pie, and go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give this video a like, leave us a little comment telling us what you thought, and go ahead and click on this QR code right here, or scan it, sorry. Go ahead and scan this QR code right here to take you to our Facebook page, and give that a like too, so you can stay up to date with, upcoming videos and programs that we'll be posting online and whatnot. And you have a good one. See you next time.